Hey guys, it's your boy Dark Raccoon here. I'm just stretching out. So yeah. So this is called "What if Issei had a kaiju slash Titan Shaker Gear Part 2." And yes, before I continue on, uh, yes, this is the third "What if" that I'm going to be uploading because at the night I am too damn dead tired to just even upload anything. So, let me begin into the what if. Let me shut the fuck up. Also, if you hear all that loud noise outside, it's windy as fuck. But yeah. And holy shit, it looks like a storm is about to roll in to where I live, and it looks like bad. It looks really bad. It could be being pushed away, or it could be just coming over here. But whatever. Not the point. Let me begin into this what if. Let me shut the fuck up. And yeah. Let me begin. Okay. Should I use my skin? No, never mind. But yeah. Also, recap. Yes, because it has been 1 month. So let me begin into that recap. So what happened last time was, well, Issei is the type of person not to really care that much. He's very strong and athletic, but he doesn't want to show his athletic skills. And the certain day that he was going to school, a girl with whitish hair and golden eyes, mostly one of the great four Onisans, yeah, I think they're named Onisans. There's four in total. One of them is the council president. One of them is the occult research club. That whitish hair with golden eyes is one of them. And the fourth one is unknown. Well, for everyone here. But of course, Issei was stuck with her to kind of clean one of the classrooms. But he didn't want to, and he didn't bother to because he didn't care that much. Of course, he managed to, well, ditch classroom in any class that was with her because, well, he knows that he will be dragged along with her. So, of course, 6 hour, he didn't want to go to that class because it was full of girls, and he's not a pervert. He's actually someone that doesn't really like caring that much. His two perverted friends are perverted, but him, on the other hand, is not. But, of course, he knows how to deal with other perverts because of the two perverted friends. He mostly he wants to hear some, like, news from his two perverted friends that aren't really talking about pervert stuff. Mostly rumors and other things. He will basically hear them out. But if it's nothing that he needs to really care about, he won't care that much. Now, of course, what's it called? Issei did also kind of just ditch 6 hour most of the time. Of course, he was being chased by Sanji about like 10 minutes before class ended. He managed to wait it out after distracting Sanji with perverted questions that he managed to hear from his friends. And of course, he managed to escape him by actually outrunning him most of the time. Which a couple of people kind of noticed this. The whole student council, mostly all the females, was watching mostly Sanji get outrun by a pervert. Or mostly get outrun by a pervert. And also Sona and a white-haired girl. Well, yeah, the white-haired goldenish girl, who was actually named Valerie, but yeah. But of course, we go from, mostly Issei managed to escape. He didn't go to 6th hour, he didn't give a shit. He went to 7th hour and went to finish the robotic stuff. Now, of course, he is actually pretty damn smart. He actually wants to finish some robots so he can actually get into a good university with his technology, but yeah. Of course, Sona and also a white-haired girl named Valerie, they kind of show up to the 7th hour, which he realized he fucked, and of course dropped some headphones in a drawer so he can keep hearing it. He had earbuds instead when he showed up to their kind of council room. Of course, a red-haired girl was there, and that was named Rias Cremery. Of course, the teacher of the 6th hour was there. Of course, this is where, Sona just had to suspend Issei and had to call his parents. The one problem is Issei has no parents because one incident that took 10 years ago kind of happened, an incident where his parents died, but they were neglected assholes who kind of neglected him when he was 7-year-old. He would have drowned on the incident because the incident was two titans, two kaijus, fighting on an island that was mostly his vacation. But he found out that he was actually entrusted to become a kaiju user, a kaiju sacred user. and destined to fight against the other kaiju that, well, the kaiju fought on the island. The kaiju that he represents, or mostly shows off, is Godzilla. And of course, the other kaiju is mostly his kind of frenemy, who is named Yoshin, and he has the, what's it called, kaiju being known as King Goro. But yeah. But of course, during that time, Issei was kind of dealing with the, what's it called, council president and other stuff. So, of course, he mostly got suspended. He kind of did argue with them and screaming about he didn't want to be in Rios' fucking group or club or anything because he knows about the whole supernatural. He doesn't want to deal with Rios Skarmory. He knows that she's like a spoiled little princess brat. So, yeah. So, of course, Issei left, but of course, his class as a 6-hour had to be switched to a normal regular class with no females. But yeah. You see here, Issei is not good with females. He might act like a pervert because he still needs to do the illusion disguise. But the only reason he does that is because he doesn't like talking to females that much at all. But yeah, he noticed that if he acts like a pervert, no females would be near him. Absolute 1 mile radius. But yeah. But of course, we go into mostly Issei in a fight between the, what's it called, recipient of King Goro. This is where, well, Yoshin appears near his house to fight him. Of course, they are fighting until they kind of smash into Kuo's park to keep fighting on. Issei did win against the battle, but of course, kind of costing, what's it called, mostly costing a sacred gear user from not being killed by some fallen angels. And, well, someone being saved by Issei and telling that person to literally move to North America and not be found by Rios Skarmory. Yes. Issei was basically fucking over Rios Skarmory in anything. But yeah. Of course, where, well, he did also summon out Azo and what's it called, Sir Zex to kind of explain him what was happening. But yeah. And of course, Issei was one of the cause of problem for Rios Skarmory not to marry Riser Phoenix. But yeah. But other than that, let me begin this with what if. It's been 7 minutes since I actually explained all that. But yeah. But pretty much, we go into Issei now. Issei, he is right now towards mostly his house. He kind of posted up his legs on what we call his, like, on a stove because, yeah, he didn't care. And right now, he's playing video games. He still acts like a teenager because he is a teenager. This is where, oh, Issei is grinning and saying, oh, Yoshin. They're basically playing Minecraft, and this is where, well, Issei has TNT. He does have headphones also kind of playing, what's it called, the sound, and also on a call with Yoshin. Yoshin says, no, you son of a bitch. No, get away from my house. No, you motherfucker. This is where, kaboom, the game, mostly, what's it called, the screen kind of explode. Well, not the screen entirely, but the screen inside the game. Something exploded, and this is where Yoshin says, you son of a bitch! He's screaming into the microphone. Issei takes off his headphones because Yoshin is literally screaming into it, saying, you motherfucker, you son of a bitch! You weren't supposed to do something like that! This is where beep, 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 beep. He's just screaming into the mic, like right now, cussing out, what's it called, Issei, for the fact that he did this to him. Just absolutely could not let him be free. Just had it to ruin his life. But yeah. But of course, where, well, Yoshin is doing that. So of course, where Issei says, calm down, man. I didn't blow up your whole chest, did I? This is where, well, there's a bunch of items right now just floating. Right now disappearing. This is where, well, Issei says, ooh, oops. This is where, well, Yoshin says, you little. This is where, well, Issei says, well, I'm gonna get off the KMCO, man. This is where, well, Yoshin says, no, you motherfucker! You son of a bitch! But yeah. We go into Issei getting off. This is where, well, he then stretches and, well, should play Smash Bros. Then. He still has Azo's kind of like, well, mostly Nintendo Switch and just playing Smash Bros. Against Biko. Biko saying, no, no, no! This is where he's losing, and this is where Azo says, we go into Biko, and Biko's kind of saying no. But yeah, we go into Biko right now. Biko's saying no, no, no. This is where someone says, hey Biko, have you seen my Nintendo Switch? This is where, well, Biko says, wait, you're not. This is where Biko turns around and says, wait, you're not the one right now beating my ass? This is where, well, Azo says, no. He sees his character in the name, what's it called, sexiest fallen angel. That's basically his nickname on the whole game, on the character for what's it called, the Nintendo Switch. And this is where, well, as it says, motherfucker, Issei still has that shit. This is where Biko says, no wonder he's so good. He keeps kicking my ass. This is where, well, as it says, you little shit. This is where Biko just chuckles, but yeah. This is where, well, someone walks into the room, mostly into the living room, and she says, can you two shut up? I'm literally trying to go to sleep. Do you not see me literally trying to get fucking a night shut eye? I don't care in what is happening. Just shut up. I'm trying to get some beauty sleep so I can go to school tomorrow. I had a long day today. This is where, well, she glares at both of the two males. Because say, sorry about that, Valerie. This is where, well, Hazel says, yeah, sorry about that, daughter. I'm gonna need to do something. A magic circle appears. I'm gonna need to teleport someone to literally grab something. This is where Issei keeps kicking the shit. That's where Hazel says, give me my shit. And Issei says, oh hell no. Issei almost gets his, like, what's it called, Nintendo almost grab out of his, like hand. He keeps playing Smash Bros. But of course, this is where he then runs to the door, opens it, and just runs back out. This is where he's running outside, but this is where he keeps beating the shit of Biku. This is where Biku says, no, damn it. This is where, Elsa says, get back here, you little shit. Issei says, no, I won't. I'm playing the game. Leave me alone. This is where, Elsa says, give me my shit, you mother. But yeah, we go into mostly them kind of fighting. Valerie kind of sighs and just says, I can never go to sleep. This is where, her sisters mostly showed up, mostly they're fallen angels, but of course, this is where they show up, kind of, well, comforting, well, Valerie. And of course, this is where, well, they're trying to help her and shut off the noise, but yeah, mostly using their wings. This is where, well, Valerie falls asleep, but yeah, this is where the two girls just smile, but yeah. Of course, they're the same age as Valerie, but of course, they're fallen angels and they don't go to the same school as her, or at all. But of course, well, Yuma says, wait, Junko, what should we do if we go to, what's it called, Valerie school? This is where Junko says, we probably won't be able to, you know, there's devils there. Yeah, but what about that one dude? What do you mean? Are you talking about that boy named Issei? Yeah, he's scary. What happened if he attacks Valerie? I don't think he would. Pretty much he looked like he's too damn tired, and the reason why he dared to even attack you was because you were a fallen angel. This is where Junko says, I guess, well, not Junko, mostly Yuma says, I guess you're right. Still, he's terrifying in power. Well, that is true because his sacred gear isn't made by God. It's made by an entirely different being. This is where, well, we go into Issei right now getting his Nintendo Switch out of his hands, but still having the controllers, the two, like, red and mostly blue controllers, and running away from, what's it called, Azel. Azel say, no, give me back my shit! This is where Issei say, never! But yeah. This is where, well, Azel is chasing after him the whole night, but we go into a time skip. Issei gets to school, half-ass tired, because he's been just running away from Azel the whole night. Literally taking this shit until he kind of accidentally tripped and fell, and of course the controls managed to fly out of his hand, but this is where Azel managed to grab him and teleport back. Issei says, son of a bitch. Of course, this is where, well, Issei went back home to only get like 1 hour of sleep, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into, well, Azel and mostly the others kind of being home, but yeah. But Issei, he gets to school as they're kind of getting there at 10 o'clock. Yeah, he's pretty fucking late. This is where he jumped over the fence and doesn't care. This is where Issei is walking until this is where, well, someone said, hey, you. This is where a guy with dirty blonde hair kind of screams at Issei. Issei said, oh, no, not you again. Hell no. This is where Issei was literally about to just jump over the fence again until this is where, well, he says sacred gear. This is where, well, he tries to use the tongue of his sacred gear to grab Issei from the leg and try to pull him back. Issei says, hey, motherfucker, let go of my leg. This is where, well, Sanjay says, no. This is where Issei says, look here, motherfucker. Just because I outrun you last time doesn't mean you gotta literally grab my leg with your sacred gear. This is where, well, all the student council has been warned about Issei and the fact that he's involved with the supernatural. Not exactly. He's not involved with the three factions. He's involved with something else, much more powerful than probably Great Red himself. But yeah, I should mention one thing. Great Red is the height of, what's it called, 100 feet, right? Well, Godzilla is actually the height of 389 feet. So, who was taller? Godzilla, but yeah. But of course, this is where, well, everyone kind of got warned with that. Mostly those who are in the supernatural, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei says, bro, this is really fucking gay, Issei said to our Sanji. And Sanji says, how is this gay, man? You know, you're basically draining my energy. This is where, well, Sanji says, well, this is where, well, he then thinks about it and says, yeah, that's something gay. This is where, well, he was about to let go, but this is where, well, someone says, Sanji, don't let him go. This is where Sanji turns around and says, Zona. This is where, well, he says, son of a bitch. This is where, well, Zona says, where do you think you're going, Issei? She said in such a sweet tone. Issei said, oh, where am I going? Probably in your pants. Does that count? This is where Sona's face becomes red and say, what? This is where Sanji says, hey, you motherfucker, I knew you were a pervert. This is where Issei says, no, but this was a good enough distraction to distract you two. This is where, well, Issei makes a, what's it called? From his left hand appears his sacred gear. Kaiju sacred gear. Godzilla. Godzilla's sword katana. This is where he cuts the, what's it called, thread that basically Sanji had. And this is where Issei then gets on the, what's it called, wall, jumps over that shit, and then just runs. Yeah, he's running. And this is where Sanji says, you mother... This is where Sona just blushes, but yeah. This is where Sanji just chases after him by opening the gate and running after him, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei is literally dodging him through alleyways and then jumping on the wall and just like being a fucking ninja. But yeah. But of course, this is where, well, we go into, well, Sanji saying, where the fuck did it go? This is where, well, Issei's right now over at the roof and just chuckling to himself, saying, ha, suck on that, you weakling. This is where, well, we go into, well, this is where, well, Issei, he's just like leaving him by easily just jumping over walls, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei, he then kind of keeps running, just jumping on more, like, not walls, mostly buildings. But this is where he almost gets hit by a lightning strike. This is where he managed to dodge. And of course, who appears is Akeno. This is where Akeno says, Ara ara, where do you think you're going, Issei-kun? Issei says, oh god, not you. Aren't you that masochist or something? This is where, well, Akeno says, maybe, if you like that stuff. This is where, well, I mean, yeah, this is where he says, like, nope, I'm good. I'm not interested in that. This is where Sanji managed to get up and says, I found you, motherfucker. He says, great. Well, they are here. This is where, well, Akeno sends more lightning strike at, what's it called? Issei. While Sanji sends his thread at Issei. Issei grins and says, well, I'm not here. This is where Issei punches the, what's it called, building that he was in, the ceiling of the building, mostly the ground, and he just drops in. This is where, well, both attacks decide to miss him entirely and basically hit Akeno and, what's it called, Sanji. Sanji gets wrapped around, well, mostly wraps around Akeno's waist, while, well, Sanji gets electricity, but then lightning goes back towards Akeno and electricity her. This is where they say, ow, what the hell, is he so reckless? Issei then jumps out of what they call the rubble and kind of just keeps running, runs down the stairs and just kind of like, yeah, he basically just runs downstairs. But yeah, this was a, what's it called, an abandoned building anyway. So of course he like gets out and says, gotta go. This is where a blast almost hit him of destruction, and that's where Issei says, that's where a sword almost was about to cut him until he bites onto the sword, destroying it, and of course punching Kiba in the face, launching him out of the way. This is where, well, other swords try to attack him, but this is where, well, Issei makes his own sword, Godzilla's tail katana. He cuts all of them down. This is where, well, mostly all of them falls onto the ground after not being hit, mostly cut, mostly getting hit by the flat side of the katana. This is where all of them are down to the ground. They're mostly, what's it called, Sona's and, what's it called, Kiba, well, mostly Sona's barrage of knights, and of course Kiba, who's a knight of, what's it called, Rias Memory. This is where Issei then dodges a water attack from Sona. This is where, well, he then also dodges a destruction attack from Rias. This is where he says, shit. That's where, well, Rias says, sorry about this, Issei-kun, but you will have to come back to school. Issei says, no thank you. This is where, oh, Issei is looking around here until Issei then thinks about it. Wait a minute, why am I giving up against you? This is where, well, Issei says, Kajiu Sacred Gear, Atomic Annihilation Blast. This is where Issei grins, and this is where a blue glow appears on his mouth, and this is where Rias and Sona widen their eyes. Rias widen her eyes because it's literally going to hit her instead of Sona. Sona says, no, you crazy bastard. Issei slams what's called a blast to the ground instead of aiming towards Rias, and this is where he launched up. Whee! Because I think, what's it, Godzilla? Didn't Godzilla do something like this? Or was that a fan animation? I don't remember. But this is where, well, he uses his own atomic blast to literally launch him up in the sky. Whee! But yeah, this is where, well, he's up right now in the sky, and this is where, well, he says, ha ha, take that, you motherfuckers! This is where Issei's flipping them off until someone says, divide. Issei then just noticed that, well, he felt kind of weaker. And this is where, well, he looks to his side and sees the White Dragon Empress. This is where, well, he says, you fucking kidding me. Boost! This is where, well, the Red Dragon Emperor godly appears. This is where our father says, damn it, just give up. Issei says, no, Atomic Blast! Rah! This is where he launches him further away from what's it called, Father or the others. This is where Issei, he then noticed what's it called, Yoshin. Yoshin was like walking through an alleyway, and this is where, well, Issei says, Yoshin! Yoshin turns around and says, Issei, oh shit! He dodges. He right now ducks because he's almost getting his fucking head just taken off by Issei. He's literally just smashing into the ground. Issei says, yo, Yoshin, what the hell is wrong with you? Yoshin says with this fucking annoyed look. Well, I'm getting attacked by a bunch of girls, and mostly their group, mostly their demons. So I'm gonna leave you off with them, so good luck with that. Yoshin says, the fuck you... This is where, well, he turns around because something crashes behind him, and it's none other than White Dragon Empress. This is where he says, Sacred Gear! This is where, well, wings spread out from his back being gold, and this is where it's King Goro's wings, and this is where, well, he says, oh, fuck this, I'm not giving up. This is where he says, Lightning Murder! Golden Lightning Murder! This is where, well, 2 bolts of lightning shot off from his hand. This is where, well, Valerie won her eyes, and she did use Divide, but of course that wasn't fast enough because those attacks are very powerful. Even trying to divide what's it called, Issei's Atomic Blast is one of the worst things to do. So of course she just has to dodge with her own wings. This is where she says, damn it. This is where, well, Yoshin says, goodbye, White Dragon Empress. This is where, well, he right now has a blast of gold attack. Until destruction blast hits him and smashes him to the ground. Issei says, hey, I don't think it's a good idea to keep using our sacred gears, so help me out and let me fly out of here. This is where, Yoshin says, no thank you, but I'm out of here also. This is where he flies up, and this is where Issei grabs him in the leg, and this is where Yoshin says, whatever, let's go. This is where, well, they're flying away. Whee! This is where, all of them right now pales at the sight that both Godzilla and even King Goro are just flying away. Mostly their recipients are kind of just running away, but yeah. This is where, so in Surge X, I get just chuckling because, well, Ezo did kind of like provoke the girls to kind of try to attack Issei, and Yoshin was just there in the crossfire, but yeah, that happened. Ezo says, well, that was interesting. Don't you think? What's it called, Surge X? Surge X says, yeah, but still, did he know that I was here? Because if he would have used the Atomic Blast at Rias, I would have protected her. But I don't think he would have done that in the first place. He's still a young teenager boy. His hormones are still there. Probably. But you know, it's quite interesting. He uses Atomic Blast to literally go up in the air and fly. This is where, Surzak says, yep, he's quite a smart one. This is where Ezo says, yep, he's quite a smart lizard. This is where, well, Surzak says, were you trying to make a joke? No. This is where, well, yeah, no, I'm good. This is where, well, Surzak says, well, mostly Ezo says, come on. Please. But yeah, I don't know how to make puns, but yeah. But of course, we go back to the what if. Issei and, what's it called? We'll see, Yoshi managed to land down. Yoshi says, why is there crazy son of a bitches trying to kill me and you? I don't know. I think they're just pissed the fact that I call them yanderes. I guess you can call them yanderes or something. Let's see where, well, Yoshi says, I would have called them yanderes. Jesus fucking Christ. You realize I could have died. Issei says, you're fine. They would have probably not killed you. Yoshi says, oh yeah, they'll probably kill you for, I don't know. What the hell did you even say to them? Okay, you know that black hair girl with the bowl haircut? Yeah? I might have said that I wanted to get in her pants. What the fuck? I thought you weren't a pervert. It was a distraction that I needed to use to, well, distract her. Oh, that makes more sense. Because I know damn well you're not a pervert to even care about that. No, I'm not. But what else? Why did the red-haired girl almost want to kill me? I might have also threatened her, atomic blast threatened her. You fucking insane? Why didn't you do it then? Well, I instead decided to use my atomic blast to just fly myself up in the sky. Oh, you crazy son of a bitch. You could have easily killed her. Or what? Did you also want to get in her pants? He says, hey, nope, I don't. Instead, I just decided to go like this. Well, other than that, we should probably be going then. This is where, well, someone say, ara. So you two are already leaving? This is where they turn around and see a purplish hair girl with bluish eyes. With these kind of, well, not purplish hair girl, mostly a black hair girl with reddish eyes. They're kind of fiery. Of course, has darker skin and says, so you two are going to leave or what? He says, the fuck are you? Don't worry about who I am. This is where multiple swords appear. And she says, just know this. I had to take you out. Because one of the Oni-sans wanted you two to be gone. We already fought against Valerie, Sona, and Rias. That means the other one is still hidden because she doesn't want to show herself. Yep. Now die. This is where she rushes at both of them. Issei right now appears right now destroying all her katanas because she had like multiple of them. And this is where Yoshin appears right now with golden lightning saying blackout. She gets knocked out. But this is where, well, Yoshin says, how the fuck does she know that I'm also a sacred gear user? Wings? Golden wings? Bro, I don't know who else has golden wings. Shut your bitch ass up. I guess you're right. That's where Issei chuckles and says, yeah, well, we should be going then. That's where they leave until someone, like, kind of open their eyes and says, Hamara, you got knocked out. Well, someone else get her. This is where, well, some people, like, grab her and decide to disappear. From Issei and, well, mostly Issei and Yoshin already left, but yeah. But of course, the where, well, we go into Issei and Yoshin kind of going to the, what's it called, like, arcades to just start playing games. And of course, they are kind of being really at their throats, literally just screaming at each other right now, kind of trying to kill each other, but yeah. So where, well, someone appeared behind what's it called Issei, putting what's it called their, what, chest upon him in the back, and that's where Issei says, what the hell? That's where he turns around and sees a blondish hair girl. Well, mostly this palish, rosy kind of blondish hair. Of course, palish blue eyes, and of course she had it into two ponytails of blondish hair. But of course she says, sup? This is where, well, Issei says, wait. Let's see, who the hell are you exactly? This is where, well, someone with blackish hair and reddish eyes were kind of watching the fight between, well, Issei and Yoshin. Mostly she was next to Yoshin. But of course, where, well, Yoshin says, oh god, you're that fallen angel. I don't remember your name. Rainer or something? Rainer says, yeah. And they didn't expect two Kaiju users to literally be next to each other right now fighting on games. We might be rivals, is where Yoshin says, but I'm not literally trying to kill him. This is where Issei says, who are you exactly? This is where Junko says, I'm Yuma's kind of sister, or you can say Rainer's sister. I'm a fallen angel. Did you notice that? Are you trying to kill me? Issei ignores her and literally starts going back in the game. This is where, well, Junko says, I never have ever been ignored, but damn, that sucks. This is where, well, they're basically just watching the guys kind of literally play against each other and start trying to kick each other, or mostly kick each other's characters off a platform. But yeah, this is where that is happening, and of course this is where we go into Azo and well Surzex. Surzex says, so that's how the two kaiju be fighting. I see. One uses atomic radiation blasts from his mouth, but also can do it in other things. And of course, the other one, in Yoshin, can use golden lightning and can phase through attacks. You know that's quite broken. They are both broken. As it still says. Still, I don't know much information on what they do. What happened to their second form is them going into a similar form of what it called balance breaker. Like what's it called, Valerie. This is Surzex, that'd be kind of cool, but we didn't see that last time we saw them. They're mostly using their sacred gear. So I'm gonna change Yoshin's sacred gear. Instead of being a golden gauntlet, it's basically a golden wings, similar to Valerie's, but yeah, or mostly Vale's. The white dragon emperor. This is Issei is managed to kick the shit out of Yoshin in a game, and Yoshin is pissed, and of course he punches the game thing accidentally using golden lightning to actually black it out. This is where it kind of turn off, and this is where Yoshin say, fuck. This is where the arcade manager managed to kick all four of them out after seeing one of the games be destroyed. This is where Issei say, you dumb fuck. This is where Yoshin say, screw you, you mother. This is where they're fighting, but yeah. Of course the girls are kind of giggling because they literally didn't expect the two, kaiju users are acting like children, but yeah. But other than that, I might end it off here because yeah. So have a nice day or whatever, and bye.